Detailed guidelines for Lockdown 2.0 to be released today after Prime Minister Narendra Modi had yesterday announced the second phase of lockdown till May 3rd. Home Minister Amit Shah speaks to Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray, expresses concern over the large gathering in Mumbai yesterday. Shah assures the nation there is sufficient stock of food, medicine and essential commodities. No need to panic. No passenger trains or flights till May 3rd during the extended lockdown period. Ministry of Railways appeal to people to stay home and not believe in rumors. Number of active corona positive cases in the country stand at 9,272. Around 1,200 recover while the death toll stands at 353. Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh continue to register maximum COVID-19 fatalities. In a major relief to the stranded professionals in the United States, Department of Homeland announces relaxation in visa rules. Now the professionals and tourists can apply for an 8-month extension of visa. And as the death toll due to COVID-19 in the United States nears 26,000, President Donald Trump announces withdrawal of funding to the World Health Organization, accusing the organization is responsible for hiding the ferocity of the pandemic. Good morning. Welcome to English News. I'm Anil Thomas. Now for the stories in detail. Detailed guidelines for the extended nationwide lockdown will be announced today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had announced on Tuesday the extension of lockdown till May 3rd. Addressing to the nation, Prime Minister has said that lockdown 2.0 will be stricter for the coming days till April 20th. That's when a thorough review of the situation at all levels will be undertaken. After that, conditional relaxations in areas which are outside of COVID-19 hotspots may be implemented. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his address to the nation said that there is a detailed set of guidelines that will be brought out about the conditional withdrawal of lockdown from April 20th, keeping in mind the interest of daily wage earners and farmers. The conditional withdrawal of lockdown will only be permitted in those areas where the spread has either been contained or prevented. Well, for more on the story, Shailendra Mishra, correspondent tracking that particular story, joining us this morning. Shailendra, what are the finer details that one can expect in the guidelines that will be announced for Lockdown 2.0?
बिल्कुल सभी एक तरह से इस बात का इंतजार कर रहे हैं कि जो दिशा निर्देश आएंगे उसमें सशर्त छूट देने का जो ऐलान हुआ है वो किन जगहों पर होगा और किन सेक्टर में होगा। लेकिन बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है, हम जानते हैं कि एग्रीकल्चर से जुड़ी जो गतिविधियां हैं उनमें छूट दी गई है। कृषि कार्य चूंकि हम जानते हैं कि कटाई का सत्र चल रहा है, ऐसे में अनाजों को मंडियों तक ले जाने में और साथ ही साथ बिक्री को लेकर जो एक कठिनाई है वो कैसे दूर हो, उसको लेकर कोई दिक्कत ना है किसानों को, इसको लेकर पहले ही कदम उठाए गए और साथ ही साथ कुछ दिशा निर्देश इसके लिए और जारी हो सकते हैं। और अहम बात यह है कि ये कहा जा रहा है कि क्या इस तरह की कोई संभावना है कि मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर में कुछ खास एक तरह से प्राथमिकता वाले जो इंडस्ट्री है उनको क्या ओपन किया जा सकता है, ये सब भी एक तरह से एक प्रयास लगाया जा रहा है, इसकी भी एक संभावना जताई जा रही है। लेकिन हमें इंतजार करना होगा जब दिशा निर्देश आएंगे कि फिर आखिर कौन जो एक ऐलान होने वाला है। क्योंकि हम जानते हैं कि ये कहा गया है कि ये सशर्त छूट एक तरह से बहुत ही सोच समझकर उन इलाकों के लिए दी जाएगी जहां पर कोई मामला नहीं होगा। तो आप ये समझ सकते हैं कि जो एक ऐलान हुआ है कि 1 हफ्ते और एक लॉकडाउन को और सख्ती से पालन किया जाएगा, लेकिन जो विस्तृत दिशा निर्देश आने हैं, निश्चित तौर पर सभी की इस बात को लेकर निगाहें लगी हैं कि क्या मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर में भी क्या कोई छूट दी जा सकती है, जिससे कि जो औद्योगिक उत्पादन की जो गतिविधियां हैं वो शुरू हो चुकी, उसको लेकर काफी कुछ एक तरह से कयास लगाए भी जा रहे हैं। लेकिन फिलहाल इंतजार करना होगा, क्योंकि हम जानते हैं 3 मई तक लॉकडाउन को बढ़ाने का ऐलान किया गया और 1 हफ्ते लॉकडाउन को और सख्ती बरतने का सीधा एक तरह से निर्देश दिया गया है और ज्यादा एक तरह से कह सकते हैं सतर्कता बरतने की बात कही गई है। तो निश्चित तौर पर दिशा निर्देश का भी इंतजार है सभी को कि आखिर कौन से सेक्टर हो सकते हैं या फिर कृषि से जुड़े क्या कुछ और ऐलान होंगे, क्योंकि हम जानते हैं कि तमाम ऐसी गतिविधियों को फिलहाल छूट दी गई है, चाहे मछली पालन की बात हो, मछली बेचने से जुड़ी गतिविधियां और साथ ही साथ ट्रकों की जो आवाजाही है, अंतर्राज्यीय जो आवाजाही है, उसको पूरी तरह से छूट प्रदान की गई है। आगे देखना होगा कि विस्तृत दिशा निर्देश में और क्या कुछ ऐलान होता है, उसके लिए निश्चित तौर पर एक तरह से इंतजार रहेगा।
Shailendra, also keeping in mind the middle class and, also with regards to now, will the onus be on the district administration and the state when it comes to conditional withdrawal, that will only be permitted because the Prime Minister indicated about the lockdown or conditional withdrawal of lockdown will only be permitted in those areas where the spread has either been contained or prevented. So does containment now, very much the responsibility of it, does that lie in the hands of the district administration and the state?
ऐसा लगता है अनिल कि ये देखा जाएगा कि किन राज्यों में जो कुछ जिले हैं, उनके आसपास कुछ जिले हैं जहां पर कोरोना से जुड़ा एक भी मामला सामने नहीं आया, क्या वहां पर कुछ सशर्त छूट दी जा सकती है और कुछ खास जिलों जो एक तरह से तुलनात्मक रूप से कहा जा सकता है कि वहां पर कोरोना के केस नहीं है, वहां पर जो तमाम जो गतिविधियां हैं, आर्थिक गतिविधियां, उनको अनुमति देने के लिए छूट दी जा सकती है। तो निश्चित तौर पर ये राज्यों की जिम्मेदारी होगी और जो जिला प्रशासन है उसको सुनिश्चित करना होगा कि अगर उनके यहाँ पर कोई ऐसे कोरोना के मामले नहीं है, क्योंकि प्रधानमंत्री ने अपने संबोधन में स्पष्ट तौर पर ये कहा है कि जो सतत छूट दी जाएगी उसमें ये सुनिश्चित किया जाएगा कि अगर एक भी नया मामला कोरोना का सामने आता है तो वो सतत छूट तुरंत वापस ले ली जाएगी। तो यानी राज्यों की एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका होगी जिला प्रशासन की, ये देखने में निश्चित तौर पर हमें उस विस्तृत दिशा निर्देश का इंतजार करना होगा कि आखिर किन दिशा निर्देशों के तहत या कौन से जरूरी जो दिशा निर्देश हैं वो जारी किए जाते हैं। क्योंकि निश्चित तौर पर इस बात की संभावना जताई जा रही है कि जो आर्थिक गतिविधियां हैं उन्हें सतर्कता बरतते हुए क्या उनको शुरू किया जा सकता है, क्योंकि जानते हैं कि कृषि से जुड़ी जो गतिविधियां हैं वो पहले ही उस पर एक छूट दी जा चुकी है। ट्रकों की आवाजाही, अंतर्राज्यीय आवाजाही को अनुमति दी जा चुकी है, साथ ही साथ मछली पालन से जुड़े जो कामकाज हैं उसको भी छूट मिल चुकी है। तो ऐसे में अन्य कौन सी जो आर्थिक गतिविधियां हैं उनको छूट दी जा सकती है, विस्तृत दिशा निर्देश में वो एक तरह से जारी हो सकता है। और जिला प्रशासन की एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण जिम्मेदारी, राज्यों को एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण जो जिम्मेदारी है, निश्चित तौर पर ये देखना होगा कि विस्तृत दिशा निर्देश में क्या क्या दिशा निर्देश जारी होते हैं, खासतौर पर आर्थिक गतिविधियों को लेकर।
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you and appreciate you joining us this morning on the phone line. That was our correspondent Shailendra Mishra giving us an update on the detailed guidelines that are expected later today. Moving on, in his address to the nation, Prime Minister Narendra Modi appealed for people's support in these testing times. He urged the people to follow 7 rules. Extra care for the elderly, following social distancing at all costs, ensure proper nutrition and maintain immunity, download the Arogya Setu app, care for the needy and respect those who are fighting this war on the front line.
सारे सुझावों को ध्यान में रखते हुए ये तय किया गया है कि भारत में लॉकडाउन को अब 3 मई तक और बढ़ाना पड़ेगा। यानी 3 मई तक हम सभी को, हर देशवासी को लॉकडाउन में ही रहना होगा। इस दौरान हमें अनुशासन का उसी तरह पालन करना है जैसे हम करते आ रहे हैं। मेरी सभी देशवासियों से ये प्रार्थना है कि अब कोरोना को हमें किसी भी कीमत पर नए क्षेत्रों में फैलने नहीं देना है।
The Home Minister has once again assured there is sufficient stock of food, medicines and essential commodities. In a tweet, this is what he said. I, as the Home Minister of the country, reassure one and all that we have sufficient stocks of medicine and essential goods. I also urge those who can afford to come forward and help those in need. Home Minister Amit Shah on Tuesday called up Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray and expressed concern over the gathering of a large number of people in Mumbai's Bandra area in defiance of the ongoing lockdown. Amit Shah stressed that such events weaken India's fight against COVID-19 and the administrations need to stay vigilant to avoid such incident. He also offered his full support to the Maharashtra government. Over 1,000 migrant workers who earn daily wages gathered in Bandra in Mumbai demanding transport arrangements to go back to their native places hours after Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced the extension of the corona-enforced lockdown till May 3rd. Well, for more on that story, Shama Mishra, correspondent, joining us from Mumbai. Shama, good morning. Shama, this incident that is talked about in Bandra, was it a one-off incident, or there were many other sporadic incidents that took place in different parts of Mumbai?
No, this was one of the incident because there were some media houses that had played the news that the trains have started running.
Okay.
And these migrant workers did think that it is 14th April and the last day of the lockdown, and so the trains will start running. They started gathering at Bandra, so the police interfered and made them understand that this lockdown has been extended and the trains have not started. More and more larger crowds started gathering there because none of them could disperse from that area. Later on, local administration, also the government and then the police made them understand that also had used the lathi charge to make them go away from that place, because that scene in particular was really scary. If we are to talk about the spread of COVID-19, that could have been a potential scenario where the new cases of COVID-19 could have spread easily. So these people were made understand.
Okay.
These people were made, and then they were made to return to that they want to return home. These people are migrant laborers from mostly UP,
Okay.
Bihar, and Bengal, and they want to just leave for their homes because they are stuck in shelters that is like the schools, the halls used for marriages, these
Okay.
halls, and they are not satisfied staying
Okay.
over there. We also saw Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray in his address yesterday night that he usually speaks in Marathi, but this particular chunk where he was about to address the migrant laborers, he did speak in Hindi, and
Okay.
he mentioned that why are you wanting to go? Because this is the time that we have to face the situation together. This is a challenge for all of us, and if you are here, stay with us. This is not a lockup. You are staying with us, so please cooperate. So this, and Home Minister has also spoken to the Chief Minister, so all necessary arrangements are being done. All these migrant laborers, they have been given
Okay.
daily food, hygienic products, hygienic necessary requirements, but these people have one request and one demand, that they want to go home.
Okay.
We also have to see that yesterday we saw a rise of 350 cases in Maharashtra, and the total number has gone to 2,684. So this is really concerning. And after the lockdown has been extended, we do have to see how all the districts contain the virus, contain the spread, so as to till 3rd May the situation
Okay.
hopefully gets better.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Shama, thank you and appreciate you joining us. You take good care of yourself. We'll come back to you across the day for more updates on that particular story. Moving on, the Ministry of Railways has clarified that all passenger train services will remain suspended till the 3rd of May in lieu of the national lockdown. The Railways Ministry has appealed to people to stay home and not to believe in rumors. The ministry has also said that full refund will be provided automatically by the IRCTC. Users need not cancel their e-tickets and the full fare will be credited back to the user's account. Besides railway, flight operations will also be halted during the extended lockdown period. All domestic and international airlines have been suspended till May 3rd. Meanwhile, the total number of active COVID-19 cases across the country has gone up to 9,756. The death toll stands at 377. 1,305 people have been cured and discharged, while one person has migrated. Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh continue to register maximum COVID-19 fatalities. Well, in its daily briefing, the Health Ministry, along with the Ministries of Home and Finance, as well as institutions like ICMR, highlighted the efforts undertaken by the government in order to help the people. The Ministry of Home Affairs representative said that 80 crore people to receive 5 kilograms of rice for the next 3 months. The Home Ministry, meanwhile, whose representative was also there, added that they have resolved 5,000 complaints till now. The ICMR representative gave out the data that 2.3 lakh samples have been tested so far in India. He added that currently we have enough kits available to test people for the next 6 weeks. A new installment of the RT-PCR kits has been received and 33 lakh additional RT-PCR kits have been ordered. A consignment of 37 lakh rapid testing kits too is expected soon. The Health Ministry representative further highlighted over 218 Lifeline Udan flights have flown to deliver medical equipment sent to remote areas. He focused that these remote areas are in the northeastern states, the island territories and also the hill states. To tackle the issue, there are 602 dedicated COVID-19 hospitals that are ready. The hospital is equipped with 1,06,719 isolation beds and 12,024 ICU beds. The Health Ministry further added that the main focus is to break the chain of transmission. If no cases are reported for 28 days from a specific area, then it can be said that the chain of transmission is broken. At Delhi's Najafgarh police station, you see an unusual sight these days. Women police personnel can be seen in non-policing acts of cutting and sewing pieces of cloth on a machine. These women are stitching face masks to be given free to those who can't afford to buy one. Najafgarh police station is also providing food to 5,000 people every day. Here's our report.
During the lockdown, Delhi police has been at the forefront in making sure that the law and order situation is maintained. But their work is not just to maintain that. They have also taken up the humanitarian work also. And I am right now at the Najafgarh police station, where the team of Najafgarh police station workforce are working on day and night to make handmade masks. The masks which Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also spoken a lot about. And I've got with me the SH.
सर हमारा जो ड्यूटी टाइमिंग होता है उसके अलावा हम 2 घंटे एक्स्ट्रा निकाल के ये अपना एक समाज सेवा के तौर पे अपना काम कर रहे हैं और लगभग डेली के 1500-1600 के लगभग हम लोग मास्क बनाते हैं और अब तक शायद 16-17 हज़ार के लगभग हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर चुके हैं और जब तक ये लॉकडाउन की सिचुएशन रहेगी हम सोच रहे हैं ये काम हम ऐसे ही करते रहेंगे और बहुत जल्दी हम उम्मीद करते हैं इस मुसीबत से हम लोग बाहर आएं.
You can see this. This is the determination of this police personnel. Delhi police is leaving no stone unturned. They are making sure that in this lockdown, they can move that extra step and provide relief to the public. Delhi police has been at the forefront in the fight against the coronavirus menace. They are also providing food. As you can see, there's a huge line that has been developed. There's a huge line, but they are providing the social distancing also. You can see that their places have been marked here. People are coming here. They have been provided not just food. You can see they have been not just been provided food, but also at the same time the homemade masks that has been there. They are providing that. These homemade masks are provided by the Delhi police themselves. They have been made by Delhi police and the Najafgarh police personnel by themselves. And
सबके अलग अलग ड्यूटी आवर्स होते हैं, तो जो ड्यूटी फ्री स्टाफ है वो अपना एडजस्ट करता है और उनको हम अलग अलग काम बता देते हैं, वो अपने हिसाब से उसको मैनेज करते हैं.
Teaching them about social distancing, providing them food. 5,000 people for every day are provided food out here. So that's a job, that's a humanitarian job that Delhi police have taken, especially this police station in Najafgarh. With cameraman Kumar Datta, this is Taposh Bhattacharya, TD India, Delhi.
Well, Delhi police women, they're clearly busy safeguarding those around them by making masks, also helping them making sanitizers across many parts of the state. Well, on that positive note, let's move ahead. In the Union Territory, Ladakh, Kargil district, alert ASHA workers, paramedics and doctors of Kargil Health Department have helped a pregnant woman with safe delivery from COVID-19 containment area. A 38-year-old pregnant woman reported at the primary health center in Chiktan recently with labor pains coupled with certain complications. Moreover, as she was in COVID-19 containment area, the health department had to take extra precautionary measures, like all the staff in the labor room were provided with personal protection equipment to deal with the delivery process.
The protocols, जितने भी containment zone में कैसे delivery करना है उसके हिसाब से personal protective equipments डाल के इसको भी अच्छी तरह से मास्क वगैरह डाला के मेरी जो बानो है ये भी असिस्ट कर रही थी मेरे साथ. मेरी नाम थी नरगिस बानो, गुलनियार बानो, वो भी मेरे साथ थी. उन्होंने भी प्रोटेक्टिव इक्विपमेंट्स डाले हुए थे. तो हमने अच्छे से पेशेंट को डिलीवर करके और एक फीमेल बेबी डिलीवर्ड हुई. 3 kg की लगभग इसका वजन था और 6:30 बजे के करीब इसको अंदर लिया था और 7:30 तक इनकी डिलीवरी हमने अच्छे से कर दिया.
Well, a lot of fake news is all over social media. One such claim is that money transferred to the accounts under the PM Garib Kalyan Yojana will be taken back if not withdrawn. The Press Information Bureau of the Government of India, that's PIB, has called it a rumor and clarified that money will not be taken back from the accounts. Another claim that is being made in the midst of these difficult circumstances is that the Prime Minister is helping every Indian with 15,000 rupees. To get that, one needs to click on a link and fill the particular form. This claim is absolutely false and the link is fraud. You are well advised to refrain from rumors or fake news. Meanwhile, in a big relief for thousands of stranded Indian professionals in America due to the coronavirus pandemic, the US government has decided to accept their H-1B visa applications for an extended stay in the country. The H-1B visa is a non-immigrant visa that allows US companies to employ foreign workers in specialty occupations that require theoretical or technical expertise. The US Department of Homeland Security is a new notification, and it has said that it recognizes that there are immigration-related challenges as a direct result of the coronavirus pandemic. US President Donald Trump on Tuesday has instructed his administration to at least temporarily halt funding to the World Health Organization over its handling of the coronavirus pandemic. Addressing a news conference, President Trump said that WHO had failed in its basic duty and it must be held accountable. He said the group had promoted China's disinformation about the virus that likely led to the wider outbreak of the virus than otherwise would have occurred.
Funding of the World Health Organization while a review is conducted to assess the World Health Organization's role in severely mismanaging and covering up the spread of the coronavirus virus. The organization's leading sponsor, the United States, has a duty to insist on full accountability. One of the most dangerous and costly decisions from the WHO was its disastrous decision to oppose travel restrictions from China and other nations. They were very much opposed to what we did. Fortunately, I was not convinced and suspended travel from China, saving untold numbers of lives. Thousands and thousands of people would have died.
Meanwhile, the WHO has been appealing for more than $1 billion to fund operations against the pandemic. The UN agency needs more resources than ever as it leads the global response against the disease. Meanwhile, reacting on the US decision to halting funds of the WHO, the United Nations said that this is not the time to reduce the resources of WHO. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres said, now is the time for solidarity to stop the virus and not the time to reduce the resources for the operations of the WHO or any other humanitarian organizations in the fight against the virus. The United States, meanwhile, has registered a record 2,228 deaths from the COVID-19 in the last 24 hours, according to the tally by Johns Hopkins University. At least 25,992 people in the United States have died, the highest out of any country. A total of 10,842 New York residents have died due to COVID-19, nearly half the total across the country. The largest number of fatalities is still in and around New York City, the most populous U.S. city with about 8.6 million people. The total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the United States has crossed the 6 lakh mark. Well, that's all we have time for in this edition of news. But remember to stay indoors, to stay safe and to stay positive. Bye-bye.